afternoon, Leroy. It's been a while. How you doing?
Good. How are you, man? Happy 2026. I'm telling you, I'm irritated. Our stuff's not popping up on Facebook. I usually share it when it pops up, and it hasn't popped
What you
up.
need to realize is I've actually blocked you from the page. So
Makes sense. I got it now.
that's your New Year's present. That's your New
Thank
Year's
you.
present.
Thank you.
It's wild. I was thinking about this earlier that since, we've taken weeks off throughout the years, just based on this, that, or whatever. But if you think, since the last show we did was on a Tuesday, I think this is the longest we've ever gone without a show. Since we've gone Tuesday to Wednesday, it's 15
I don't think
days.
we've ever done 2 weeks off before.
So we only took 1 week off, but because it was the last week for New Year's, because we did the show, remember, the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, it's been a little bit weird. Are you still not seeing it on Facebook?
It's not populating at all.
Interesting. Let's see if I can find it. I know that this a couple of weeks ago for Jungle Juice did something weird. Yeah, it's not showing up. Interesting.
Let me see if I can find the.
Here we go. I got it for you. I found it.
Yeah.
I found it here. Look at me. Now I'm going to have to listen to myself multiple times here. This is just such great podcasting. Here, I got you. There you go. I just sent it to you.
Hey, you know what though? I can now comment over on the side, and before I couldn't do that. So pretty cool.
Yeah, the comment you just put was only to me though.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
That's the reason why you can comment. It's because you just sent it to me. So you just sent the notification of trying to tag everyone to just me. I just sent you a Facebook message with the link.
All right.
You're welcome. Welcome to the show this week here on From the Pressbox. What a great way to start. I think today on the show, primarily we got to talk, NFL playoffs, college football playoffs. Got to discuss all about that. I want to tell Leroy, I mentioned that I have a new hat, and the hat is a better story of the process. And if you watch Jungle Juice, it's a wild ride.
Did you lay down to get the hat?
Did I lay down?
Well, yeah, Burrow laid down to just accept the sack from Garrett. So I was wondering if you laid down to get the hat.
I want it. So we'll
want
talk
it?
Yeah. We'll talk about that here a little bit later on. And then, but first, let's recap the pick contest from a couple of weeks ago. It was a while ago. So, Leroy, I first have to ask you, Taylorville played Comer? I don't even remember how to say it.
Chicago.
Did they win or did they lose?
They won by 30.
Oh, okay. So I did not get any points there. So the points from that, Leroy, you correctly predicted Grayson County to beat Shelby County. You got the point there. I did not get the Comer right. We all picked the Bengals to beat the Cardinals, which is wild that it's been this long ago. I predicted the 49ers to beat the Bears. The 49ers did win that game, right? This is not me talking crap. This is me asking legitimately. It's been a while ago. I didn't check this.
Yes, they won. It was like
42-38 or something like that, right?
It was insanely close, yeah. It's the first time ever that they've had a game that went 7-7, 14-14, 21-21, 28-28, 35-35, and then
the FIU against UTSA. Leroy, you were the lone one to go with FIU. UTSA won in a blowout there. Leroy, you were the lone one to go with San Diego State against North Texas, and North Texas won that game like 47-46. And then Leroy, you and myself went with Northwestern, and America went with Central Michigan. So the overall standings from last week, I got 5 points. America and Leroy both got 3 points from 2 weeks ago. So the overall standings, I have 105. America has 89. Leroy at 85, though. So Leroy trying to make the comeback, as we'll have this week on Pick Contest, we'll have all of the playoff games, right? All of the NFL and all of the college football playoff games. We'll have that a little bit.
We have so much to go over tonight. You missed 2 weeks. You got a lot to go over.
Yeah, it's a lot of playoff talk. I don't know how much high school we'll get into, just because there's all to it. I do see your comments here, Leroy. Paul, I was just ignoring the one that you said about the one city entering the playoffs. Just not gonna do it. Last week was a good week to take off.
I would have posted it. I don't have
but you don't have the ability. You just have the ability to send comments only to me.
Yes, I do.
How about I just really quick tell my
yes, please tell your story. Tell your story.
So Bengals had hosted the Browns on Sunday, and it was fan day. And at halftime, they said, hey, get your phones out. We're going to be doing a trivia contest to win prizes. And I was like, sure, why not? We'll play the trivia contest. And so you scan the QR code up on the board, and Mick and I are sitting there, and I did most of them. Mick helped out on a couple of them. We did it, and at the end, it pops up, and it says, hey, you finished in the top 20 of the trivia contest. Go to fan accommodations, and you get a prize upwards of $500. And I'm like, okay. Now, the funny thing is that our fan accommodations and our seats, literally the exact, I mean, it could not be further away. Could not be further away. So I get all the way down there, and I mean, it takes me probably 5, maybe 10 minutes to get down there. And I walk up there. I get up there and I show them my thing, and they said, hey, do you want medium or do you want like 3X? I was like, medium, I guess. I wear like a large, but I was like, medium, I can maybe make something like that happen. And they hand me a box. And Leroy, when I say this box is probably 2 feet wide, it's 2 feet wide. It is a massive box. And I'm like, what the hell's in here? And then I turn around, and it is the end of halftime. And I'm like, how in the hell am I going to get it to all of the concession lines right there, all filling it up all the way? And I'm like, how in the hell am I going to get this back to our seats? So I'm just carrying this massive box, just barreling through people trying to buy their hot dog.
I know how that stadium is. You were running people over trying to get that to your freaking seat. There was a small
child that I, just threw an elbow to. But it's funny. So you've seen our seats. You come up, and as you kind of walk up a set of stairs, and then you get ready to walk up to your seats. And Mick is sitting up there, and I do that.
This Christmas tree on your lap.
And Mick's reaction, he goes, what the heck? So we get up there. Luckily, nobody was sitting to our right. So I just sat it there. And I'm like, well, we got to open it. And I open it up, and there is a ton of Bengals gear in there.
Wow.
There's like 3 or 4 hats. There is probably 10 sweatshirts, T-shirts.
So you're selling me one, right?
Hell no. You ain't getting there's like 2 tumblers. There's I got a couple of koozies in there. Like one of these koozies
that's
here.
A nice one.
There's some pins that came in there. So they apparently, and I just learned this, that they give out a pin at every game. Like you can buy the pin to collect the whole.
They do it IndyCar. They do it IndyCar too. Yeah.
And so they had like the season of pins in there. But I looked, and going through all of the price tags, it was like,
oh, I'm sure,
over $1,000 worth of gear.
Hey.
But see, the funny thing is some of it, I'm like, I would never wear that. Like, it's just like, it's clear that they were going to do it. What were the trivia questions? Let's see if they can answer. I don't remember all of them. So one was like, who is the all-time leading receiver in Bengals history?
Ocho Cinco, right?
Yes, you are correct. Oh gosh, what were some of the other questions? Who is the only player? What number is the only retired number for the Bengals?
I wouldn't know that one.
54 is the answer. So it's questions like that, and there were probably
good job. See,
there were probably
stupid things, man.
Yeah. There were probably 10 to 15 questions, and what's funny is I missed like the first 2 or 3. And since I missed the first 2 or 3, I was thinking, I might just say screw it. And then we just started ripping them off, and I'm like, hey, maybe. But this box, the box I have to like break down and throw it away. But it is a massive box full of just massive amounts of gear and so on. Bob Johnson, I think was his name, Paul. He was the Bengals' first ever draft pick. That's why they retired his number. But it was cool. Like I got a couple of new hats. I actually enjoy this. There's some decent stuff in there. But the biggest takeaway from it was at the bottom, and then we can move on, was a Joe Burrow jersey. So there was a Joe Burrow jersey in this box. But I don't know if we've ever had this conversation on this show, but I have a curse when it comes to Bengals jerseys.
You don't wear them.
No, I absolutely wear Bengals jerseys.
No, I meant like every time you get a jersey, they get traded.
Or something happens.
Well,
when I saw that,
I can't wait to see what Joe Burrow's next team is.
I'm like, I can't. So we had a conversation on Jungle Juice, probably spent 10 minutes talking about whether it matters that it wasn't me buying it. And we all decided it's okay since I didn't buy it.
That man stood in the middle at the 50-yard line and stared at everything like it was the last time he'd ever see an NFL football field when he left that field that day.
But still, the jersey, when it was in the bottom, I was like, I saw that there was a jersey. It was at the very bottom, and I told Mick, I was like, please let this be like, just some
anybody but Joe.
No, I'd have been fine if it was like Drew Sample, who's the backup tight end. Like, just give me some. And they had it hidden to where I had to like rip it open to see because it was in the bag, and I ripped it open, and it was like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where he rips it open and he has to peel it back just a little bit to see the golden ticket.
Yeah,
and I saw it and it was 9, and Mick just goes, no, don't do it. And I'm like, I don't know.
That's so awesome though, Sam. I'm happy for you, man. That's really cool.
It was pretty cool to get that. And then the worst part is you've seen, where, like I said, you know about where we parked. It's not a close walk. So I'm carrying this massive bag through the mass of people, and it was
carrying this.
It's just a huge box. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was, it was a big ass box. But college football playoff, like everyone predicted.
Right. Do you care anymore since Ole Miss is the only SEC team left?
Yeah, I mean, I'm cheering for Ole Miss. You've got Indiana and Oregon, and then Ole Miss and Miami, just like everybody predicted.
Right, absolutely.
Just like 3 years ago, we had been like, hey, here's the playoff Final Four.
And it's in one of my tidbits, but it's been 29 years since the college football team won its first national title. There's a 2 in 3 chance it will happen over the next couple of weeks. There's about 2 in 3 chance, and if it doesn't, a team either winning its first crown in 63 years, Ole Miss, or 24 years from Miami. So with 3 first-time semifinalists and a historical runner-up battling for the crown, college football is getting a burst of newness to finish the 2025 season. So,
how is you said 2 in 3? How's it? Why? But there's 4 teams.
Blame ESPN. That was literally from them. Listen, I don't do math. Are you freaking kidding me?
Listen, I mean, I'm not saying. Interesting. I just hated that until the last game, all the playoff games were terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Steven said the same thing. Yeah, how do we get 2 and 3?
And they want to advocate for a bigger playoff?
Yeah,
like, forget the money. I don't care. I don't care about that. If you look at the product that was on the field, the only close game was Georgia Ole Miss.
That was a great game.
And it was a fantastic game. And that's from a Big Ten blowhard. But, I mean, it was an awesome game. But the thing is like, I can't sit there and advocate for more. It's the same reasoning that I have with some of these with the NFL, right? Like, I can't advocate for more games when you're sitting here losing. I mean, that Indiana-Alabama game was a joke.
I loved Ohio State losing. That was entertaining.
I mean, you're not gonna get any complaints from this guy.
And then
I love Georgia losing, so it worked out.
Changing gears to the NFL as well. You know what's really interesting to me about the NFL?
Yeah.
Is that we had someone in the comments that was a big old loudmouth for about 9 or 10 weeks. And is he alive? Hadn't heard from him.
Oh, he is. I don't necessarily know if he wants to show his face, but
old John Malone. Colts
did want me to ask you. He did want me to ask you how you feel, and some of us did not get a chance to watch Jungle Juice. A lot of coaches got fired. I'm going to hit them up in tidbits. Your thoughts on Zach sticking around and the Bengals' trust in their coaching staff? Your thoughts on that?
On the fence. It would have been like I went in with for one, there's only one person whose opinion I actually care about. And that's Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow has faith in Zach Taylor. And if Joe Burrow has faith in Zach Taylor, then Sam Gormley can have faith in Zach Taylor. Because, listen, that man, it is just the little tiger guys. I don't know how I feel about that, Mike. Wonder what odds Vegas would have given by IU by 35. Yeah, I have no idea. But I don't like Zach Taylor. Is he the best head coach in the NFL? No. Is he the worst coach in the NFL? No. I think some of the criticisms he gets are unfair. Like a lot of people complain about his play calling, and the Bengals offense is usually one of the better ones in the NFL. And at what point do the excuses of the quarterback injuries
that's the other thing I was going to ask you. Does that Bengals team make the playoffs this year if Joe's healthy?
Yes. Because here's my honest take. They beat the Jets, probably. I still can't believe they lost to the Jets. Honestly, I think they beat the Bears. I think Burrow would have made the one more play in that game because Flacco.
That was a wild game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the wildest football games I've ever seen in my life, man.
I just love 41-27. Oh, Leroy Clamola over there. Oh, bear down. Let's go, Bears. And I said,
was I?
Well, more the guys in front of you.
Okay, I was gonna say, I've been watching enough Bears football over the years to not really get super excited over a 20-point lead.
I joked with you and I said, "Hey, you're buying dinner if the Bengals come back and win this game." And you're like, "Okay."
And I was like, "That I said okay on."
And what did I tell you when the Bears took the lead? I said, "I know how this ends." I said, "I know exactly how this ends, and it's not going to end in my favor." But alas, the NFL playoffs have been finalized as well.
What matchup are you most excited for? As a guy whose team isn't in there, what matchup are you most excited for?
I like what is it? You've got Bills Jags. I like that matchup. That's a fun one. On a scale of 1, we're gonna win by 40, or 10, I am having an anxiety attack. How nervous are you for Bears Packers?
7. And the closer we get, it's going to get a little bit higher.
How confident are you?
Here's the thing, and I was talking to Grayson, my coworker, who's also a Bears fan. For the last, I want to say 10, 15 years, right? The Bears,
6 or 7 years.
No, the Bears controlled the 80s. The Vikings controlled the Packers controlled the 90s. The Vikings controlled the aughts, and the Packers controlled the 2010 to 2020, right? I feel like if the Bears can win this game, I feel like this is a changing of the guard, right? The Packers have held control over the Bears for, I want to say, at least 6 or 7 years, where I didn't even realize I did that. But
she heard you in the back.
She did. She's all excited.
That's why she did.
But the Packers have controlled this rivalry to the point that they've even moved ahead in the win totals. We've played them twice this season. The Packers' last win was against the Bears. The Bears' last win was against the Packers. And it just feels like this is it. Either way, however this game plays out, the other side is going to be super annoying for the rest of the offseason. If the Bears beat the Packers and lose by 40 to the Rams, the Bears will still not and the vice versa, right? It doesn't. The rest of the playoffs does not matter. And I don't know with you and the Steelers how it's kind of a similar thing where the rest of the playoffs don't matter as long as you beat Pittsburgh. And for us, at least from what I've seen and from the comments that I've had, it really feels like this is a way that they can exercise some of those demons, a way that they can say, no, you know what? This is not. Listen, not as long. There was when the Bears were good and from like 08 to 12, the Packers. I mean, whatever. But I just feel like this is a must win, more must win for the Bears than the Packers. And yes, it's a playoff game. Winner goes on, loser goes home. But it just feels, at least from a Bears standpoint, that this is an extremely important game to shake off we are not the old Chicago. There is such a mantra of history of well, it's how we used to. No, forget that. We need to win now.
At 7:00 Saturday night.
I'll be calling basketball, unfortunately.
Oh, you're going to be broadcasting during the game?
And you better believe only we're going to have the phone right there.
I was going to ask if you were going to record it and watch it at home.
I can't. I'll get spoiled. The thing is, like 5 years ago, I probably could have done it, right? 5 years ago, I could have, not ignored everything, not, blah, 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 blah. I can't do it anymore, man.
I've done well. I've done well with it. Yes. See, last year, week 18, we had a game and the Bengals played the Steelers that night. And I've done it now probably 3 times. And the worst part about that is that game, I remember I got home and, I knew that, Mike. Yeah, he'll stream IndyCar races. Yeah, I do that.
Absolutely, I will.
I got home that night, I remember, from our basketball games, probably about 10 or 10:30. And had to watch the game. And the worst part was I watched straight through and it probably finished at 12:30 or 1 in the morning. And they won. And I'm like, this is usually when I would like call Mick or something and talk to him. And I was like, I've got nobody, but it's 2 for him. So he's in bed. I'm like, if I call him now, his wife's going to come beat my ass because she's probably sleeping.
It's just one of those. It's just one of those things where I think this game is going to dictate the next 4 or 5 years. I really, really do. If the Packers win, they can lord it over and say, hey, yeah, no, we've got you still, little brother, blah, 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 blah. But if the Bears win and they can pull off a victory, I mean, Taylorville's playing Peoria and Notre Dame. We're going to get killed. So you better believe I'm going to sit there and absolutely watch this game. Heck, I might even give updates over the broadcast as far as because they'll be more entertaining. They'll be more entertaining than whatever's going on at Dolph Stanley. So, but I am nervous. I absolutely am. I am absolutely nervous, and I'll be screaming. Christy won't even be in the room when I'm watching this game because I'll just be screaming over every single play. It's been a while since I've had to watch football.
What day is that?
Football that matters. Saturday night.
Oh, I'll make sure I'm downstairs.
It's been a while since I've watched meaningful football in January. So I'm excited. But I'm really, Dunze's supposed to be back. I'm really, really hopeful that these guys don't just wait till the fourth quarter to play football. But this game feels like one of the most important games we've had since back in, 12 or 11 that the Bears played the Packers and Cutler got injured? What year was that? What year was that game? The NFC Championship game, Bears Packers.
You'd be the one to remember that.
I can't remember what year that was. NFC.
Mike said 2011.
2011.
Mike remembered 2011.
2011. So this really feels almost as important. And this is only the 3rd time that these teams have met in the playoffs. Because the thing is, when the Bears were good, the Packers weren't. And when the Packers were good, the Bears weren't. So this is only the 3rd time. How many times have you guys played the Steelers in the playoffs?
Twice in my lifetime.
Yeah. These matchups don't happen often. And so if you're not a Bears or a Packers fan, I encourage you to watch the game anyway, just because of how important this rivalry is for football. I mean, this is one of the oldest rivalries in the entire game. Both franchises owe each other as far as keeping the franchises going. The Bears saved the Packers. The Packers saved the Bears. The fans hate each other way more than the players. Cole Kmet's sister is dating one of the tight ends for the Packers and won't talk to his sister during this whole week. Like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for football. It's a big deal for the NFC North. And if you take away my absolute anxiety over the game, it's going to be a fun one to watch. And each one of these games has come down to the last play of the game. This should be a good game. Honestly, from a football standpoint, this should be a good game.
Will you be able to enjoy it?
No. No. And when they if they win, I'll probably watch the game again on Sunday or Monday, so I can enjoy it.
Oh, I've gone back and watched some of those games. Yeah,
but
like, we don't need to remember freaking Timo von Oelhoffen and then Joey Porter's.
But no, the night I won't be able to enjoy it.
Why is Mike rage baiting me?
It's fun, but I won't be able to enjoy it. I'll be It'll
See,
be
that's
like
the worst part is
it'll be like you watching a Buffalo Cincy game.
I don't know about Buffalo.
I'll leave a pacing thing in my bedroom.
No,
I'll leave a mark on the floor.
I mean, that's the worst part is about the Super Bowl is I'll never be able to enjoy that.
Right.
Never will. Mm-hmm. But I have gone back a couple of times and watched the intros, and it's pretty cool.
I've never gone back. I've never watched the Bears Colts Super Bowl. I've seen the Devin Hester kickoff return for a touchdown numerous times, but I've never once gone back and watched that game.
This is going to make him appear now. This is going to make him appear now. You know that, right?
I know.
He's coming. Just wait. John Malone. This is going to be like it's like Bloody Mary.
It's like Bloody Mary. I willed it into existence.
Speaking
I
of,
can't watch that game. I can't. It's too heartbreaking.
Speaking of playoffs, Paul's stat of the week. There have been over 60,000 field goal attempts in NFL history. Tyler Loop's miss on Sunday night is the only one of those attempts that came as time expired in the fourth quarter in the final week, with both teams' playoff hopes resting solely on the result of his kick.
If he makes that kick, does Tomlin get fired?
I hope not.
Comment section, what do you think? If Loop makes that kick, does Tomlin get fired? I saw a meme that said Tomlin fired, Harbaugh fired.
I think they break apart. They have a divorce. He doesn't get fired. They would have a divorce.
I don't necessarily, man.
I mean, I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
What? If you're an AFC guy,
Mike Tomlin is the most overrated coach in NFL history.
I know. And you're an AFC guy. What did you think when you heard about John Harbaugh?
Wasn't surprised.
Really?
Wasn't surprised. I mean, like Mick and I talked about on Jungle Juice, the biggest thing with coaches like that, like Tomlin, like Marvin Lewis for the Bengals and so on, is Bill Belichick. There comes a time where you just need a new voice. You just need a new voice. And the Ravens hadn't made the Super Bowl since 2012.
He's going to get hired really quick.
Probably the Giants. But I wasn't surprised in the least. Wasn't surprised in the least.
Crazy.
You got your player of the week?
I do. We've got two of them today, and they both have, I'll tell you right now, they both have Chicago Cub connections. There's a big hint for you. They both are they both have a birthday today.
Trying to think if Mark mentioned any today. Would Mark have mentioned either one of these guys?
One of them. I don't think he'd mentioned both of them, but he definitely mentioned one of them.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if there was.
So here we go.
Okay.
5-time All-Star, 3-time World Series winner, NLCS MVP. Wore the number 62, 31 for the Athletics, looks like, 34 for the Cubs, and then 31.
Okay, next up.
Had a career WAR of 43, won 200 games, 117 losses, 3.66 ERA, 451 games started. Crazy. And I know which game it was that he came in halfway through. 2,740 innings, nearly 2,500 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.278. I feel like this guy will eventually be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it Lester? That was who's coming to mind.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Good job.
Hall of very good.
Drafted by the Red Sox.
You think he's a Hall of Famer?
I do. I broke down his numbers today. I really took a deep dive in his numbers today, and he's not going to get in right away. I think he gets in eventually. I really do.
I'd say Hall of very good.
Turns 42 today. Drafted by the Red Sox in the second round of the 2002 draft. Yeah. Went to school in Tacoma, Washington.
Is this the one you think Mark would have mentioned?
Yes, I don't think he'll mention the next guy.
No. This guy played for the Red Sox. Mark would never.
Yeah. So, well, the next guy he might then, because here's the next guy. 7-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, All-Star MVP. Wore the number 58, 53, 33, 12, and wrapped up his career wearing the number 12.
Okay.
Next slide. Yeah, I'll get to that, Paul. I will. In my tidbits, I've got a little bit of a clip on that. Left fielder, second baseman, bats right. Born January, turns 50 today from San Pedro de Macorís in Dominican Republic. Debuted in 1999.
Okay, next up.
had a career WAR of 28, 2,000 hits, 400 home runs, batting average of 270, 289 stolen bases, on-base percentage of 319, slugging percentage of 500.
That is a really good guess. Is it Alfonso Soriano?
Yes,
that's a really good guess. Good guess. That I don't know that that's a name. That's a name. Like Alfonso Soriano. I forget he was with the Cubs for as long as he was.
I don't know if you can see it because it's small.
I mean, it's small. But
it's third place in Rookie of the Year, MVP back in 2003. Silver Slugger awards a couple times. I mean, dude was legit, man.
Yeah, good one, Mike.
Yeah, fantastic. There's our players of the day. John Lester and Alfonso Soriano share a birthday, and there's a tidbit that when I woke up this morning, didn't know I'd share tonight.
You got got a couple of tidbits for us before we jump into our real college or not?
I do. We got a lot to get to, so let's get to it here.
Oh boy.
Well, we haven't met together in 2 weeks, man.
Whose fault was that last week? Somebody decided to have a basketball game on the day we decided to have a show. I don't know whose fault that was. Not mine. I had my basketball game in the afternoon.
I would have much rather had the podcast. I'll tell you straight up.
Should have just done the podcast in the middle of the game.
Utah Mammoth will make their first appearance in an outdoor game in 2027 when they host the Colorado Avalanche in the Winter Classic at University of Utah's Rice-Eccles Stadium. NHL, as much as I hate to say it, Sam's been right on this one. Less than 1 million people watched the Winter Classic game. Really, really hurting as far as publicity for it. I don't have a right answer for getting more people to watch hockey. I think it's a wonderful sport, but Sam has been advocate saying, hey, numbers are down. Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything to back up to say he's wrong. Yes, I should be, Mike. Quarterback Ty Simpson has informed Alabama football of his intention to turn pro. Former Texas receiver Parker Livingston has committed to Oklahoma. We kind of touched base on this, Sam, but I'll ask you again. Ole Miss, Miami, Indiana, Oregon, which matchup are you looking forward to most? Not who's going to win. Which matchup are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, both of them.
And let me know in the comment section what matchup are you looking forward to in the college football playoff. Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate is leaving school early and declaring for the NFL draft. Tate is projected to be the latest OSU first-round receiver. The school has had 5 picked in the first round in the last 4 years.
He'll be probably a top 10 pick.
Coaching changes. Black Monday hit. John Harbaugh out. Matt Eberflus out. Raiders fire Pete Carroll. Kevin Stefanski out. Raheem Morris out. Cardinals also fired. Did you see the video? Who was the Cardinals coach that they fired?
Jonathan Gannon. It was a spoof.
Was it?
Acting as him, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was horrible. Montana State blocked Illinois State's potential go-ahead field goal. Montana State won its first FCS title in 41 years. Listen, if you have not seen that game, go on YouTube and watch the last 3 to 5 minutes of it. Listen, absolutely fantastic football game.
I'll tell you this right now. And I think Steven Smith would back me up. We'd much rather been watching that game than the Lady Cougs on Monday night. Nothing against the Lady Cougs. We love the Lady Cougs, but it was a tough one for the Lady Cougars that night. I'd have much rather been watching.
Why does Sam sound like Trump right there? Lady Cougs are fantastic. Great.
I love them. They
love that team.
It was a rough night. It was a tough night. Tough night to be a Lady Coug.
Myles Garrett recorded his 23rd sack of the year on Sunday. He broke the NFL single-season sack record. But did Joe Burrow take a dive? Everyone comparing him to Brett Favre as Sam rolls his eyes. The Atlanta Hawks all-star Trae Young traded this evening to the Washington Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. I could have made up those names. You would have had no idea that.
Yeah, I absolutely know who both of those are. I'm a basketball guy.
All right. Second.
C.J. McCollum played at Lehigh, had a great career at Lehigh.
NASCAR Commissioner Steve Phelps has announced his resignation after more than 20 years with the top racing series in the U.S. after a federal trial in which inflammatory texts centering contentious revenue-sharing negotiations were revealed. He's the first chess piece to fall in the aftermath of the lawsuit that went through. Rams take on the Panthers Saturday at 4:30. Packers take on the Bears at 8 on Prime. Bills take on the Jaguars at 1 p.m. on CBS. 49ers take on the Eagles at 4:30. Chargers versus the Patriots, and Texans take the Steelers Monday night to see who will go in. Sam, anything that shocked you, and I talked a little bit about this earlier, but any teams that didn't fire their coaches that shocked you? Any teams that are in the playoffs that Tampa Bay being out of the playoffs kind of shocked me a little bit. Carolina sneaking in there. Any surprises for you as far as the playoffs or as far as coaches getting let go?
Not really. I think it was all pretty much expected. Like the Harbaugh thing didn't really stun me. But again, as an AFC guy, it didn't really surprise me at all. I think it was one of those things that it was only time.
Japanese third baseman Kazuma Okamoto and the Toronto Blue Jays are in agreement on a free agent contract. The NFL draft order has been set. Raiders have the number 1 pick. Jets, Cardinals, Titans, Giants, Browns, Commanders, Saints, Chiefs, Bengals. Sam, do the Raiders take that pick or do they trade it? And if they do take that pick, who do you think is the favorite in this one?
They'll take Mendoza, and it will not go well.
The ACC has issued a public reprimand of Notre Dame coach Micah Shrewsbury following an incident between Shrewsbury and an official after he charged at the referee at the end of the Fighting Irish's loss at California. If you haven't seen that video, you need to. Guy looked like he was 12 years old throwing a tantrum. Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs and defensive tackle Christian Barmore both declined to comment on pending charges against each player in separate alleged assault cases. And finally, star Japanese right-hander Tatsuya Amai and the Houston Astros are in agreement on a free agent contract. And the Cubs trade away their number 1 prospect, Owen Casey, to the Marlins in exchange for Edward Cabrera. That deal went through this afternoon.
Oh, boy. Plenty of good tidbits there. Are those your tidbits?
That's it.
All righty. Time for a little bit of real college or not. So I've got a list here, Leroy, of 10 colleges. You did pretty well last time, if my memory's right.
I did.
So let's see how you do this week in real college or not. Your first one this week is... Well, that's last week's. Why did the list just refresh? Gustavus Adolphus College. Gustavus.
It's actually Gustavus. It's actually Gustavus Adolphus.
That's not how it's not how it's pronounced. It's pronounced Gustavus.
It's not, and it's up in St. Peter, Minnesota, and it's a real school.
You know how to pronounce things correctly.
Gustavus Adolphus.
That's not how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Crazy Minnesotans. So it's a real one.
Yes.
Says Leroy. Okay, he gets that one right. Next one. Northern Plains University.
Also real.
How confident are you in that?
70%.
Well, because it's not real. California State University at the Channel Islands. What? California State University at the Channel Islands. Is it real or is it fake?
I'm going to be really mad if this is real. I'm going to go fake.
It is real.
Oh, my God.
It is real.
Yeah,
it is real. Ferrum College. Ferrum College.
Real.
Ferrum. Ferrum College.
Fake.
Real.
London is correct.
Yay!
It is a real college. Next up, Coastal Prairie State University.
Fake.
Coastal Prairie State University. London says fake.
Should I say fake? I'll say fake.
And you both are correct. It is fake.
Yay! I got 3.
It is fake.
Why are you doing better than me?
Davis played for the Reds. I don't know if Goose Davis. That's not a name that rings the bell, Stephen.
Goose Davis.
I don't know that I know that name.
Goose Davis.
Millersville University of Pennsylvania. Millersville University of Pennsylvania. Is it real or is it fake?
Real.
I'll say real.
And you both are correct.
Yay!
London gets another one. Hood College. Hood College.
Fake.
Real.
Yeah, because my thing is I don't know how.
It is real.
Yay!
I really dislike you right now.
And see, the best part is I could just be automatically giving her wins, even if she's wrong. because you'd have no idea. That's the best part about this game.
I
But
know.
no, she's actually getting these right. Frontier Lakes University.
Fake.
Your legs. I'll say real.
It's fake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you out of my room. That's what I'm gonna do.
Wichita Baptist University.
Real.
Wichita Baptist University.
Fake.
It is real.
Yeah.
You're a
And the
horrible
last
person.
one is Minot State University.
Fake.
Minot State University.
Isn't it Minot? Real.
I don't know how to say it. It is real. It is real. So London's human. She can't get them all.
Minot's North Dakota.
There you go. You're right. Yeah, Minot.
Like,
I'm from Kentucky, Leroy. We say it how we want to say it down here.
I
We're a
got
bunch of
four.
hillbillies.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
she
did
can
way better than me. Congratulations.
I kicked your butt there. She kicked your butt there. All righty. Time for a little bit of play clock segment where we get to ask or answer a question the other person doesn't have any idea about. Would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first, and I
Okay.
apologize ahead of time for my questions.
Oh, gosh.
All right. All right, Sam, you ready?
No.
You get $20 million, but once a year for the rest of your life, you wake up in a random U.S. city with no phone, no wallet, no ID. You have 24 hours to get back home. You're guaranteed to be safe from crime, but not from weather, embarrassment, or logistics. Fail even once, and you lose all the money. Do you take it?
London, Steven says he thinks you got 6 or 7 right?
Let's see it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I really dislike you right now. What did you say?
Leroy?
What did you say? Huh? Oh, wait.
No.
Do I have access to my money when I'm trapped?
Yeah.
So when I'm trapped, I have access to my money?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, why not? Give it a chance at least. I mean, $20 million, you can do a little bit of it. And you say, I lose my money if I don't get it. So why the heck wouldn't you at least try it? I mean, try it at least once. You can do a little bit of, I mean, you can do some good with $20 million a year. Wouldn't have to work or something like that. And you could figure out a plan too, as well, as to what to do. And, I figure something out. I think that's relatively easy. Hell yeah. On getting 20 mil. I don't even need the full amount of money. Full amount of time, rather. Okay.
I don't know if that specifies or not. It's pretty open.
Here is my question for you. There was an interesting moment in the Grayson County game, and Stephen, I'm not doing this out of the complaint because I was a Grayson County player was called for hanging on the rim and got a technical foul for it.
Yep,
Leroy, it was one of the worst, terrible call. But alas, that's not the point of this question. After the game, I was talking with Grayson's head coach, and I don't remember if this was an on-air or an off-air conversation, but it doesn't particularly matter. He said the part that bugged him the most, and he wishes they would change the rule, is that technical foul made his second foul because a technical foul is the same as a common foul. Leroy, I ask you this. Should a technical foul count as a common foul to where it adds to your 5 to be eliminated, or should it be counted as a separate foul?
I think it should be counted as separate, to be honest with you. And I know we're not really talking about the rule, but the rule was put in place to keep for safety reasons. Obviously, if you break the rim and break the backboard, you're not going to start your game on time. So that's one of the big reasons why that rule is in place. But as far as the foul versus common foul versus separate, I've never been a big fan of the technical foul being part of the common foul, simply because a lot of times with that, especially when it's something separate, it shouldn't be counted. A lot of times when you run into those issues, it's for something stupid like a uniform violation or something like that. So no, I'd say it's different. Now, I think if it's fighting or something like that, then yeah. But for like uniform violations or starting lineups being wrong or something like that.
But see, that those wouldn't go towards a player. They would go on the coach. So it doesn't matter towards the 5. And it was they called it, and he dunked, and for one, he missed the dunk. And then his momentum, his legs swung out. And he brought his legs back down and then dropped down, and they called it. And I was like, if he would have let go, he'd have broken his neck.
Yeah, I've seen that at the college level before, where the guy tried to brace himself to keep from falling and got the tee because he hung too long.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Okay, what's your question?
All right, another crazy money one because that's what they gave me this week. So here we go.
They gave you. Have you been using ChatGPT?
No, I've been using Reddit.
Oh, see, I've not. I've actually got my questions written down here that I have not. I've come up with on my own.
This one's a little bit crazier. Oh, you get $100 million instantly tax-free, all legal, no catch except one. Every day for 5 years at a time that you choose, say 3 p.m., you get teleported into a random part of the ocean for 30 seconds. Surface level, just 30. Then you're back, dry, alive if you survive. No gear, just swimwear. Thermal suit if it's freezing, bikini or speedo depending on your vibe. That's it. No life vest, no floaties, just vibes and seawater. One day might be tropical, coral reef luxury. The next open ocean with something circling beneath you. You get 50 skip days total. Use them wisely. If you're sick, like truly sick, a magical doctor with no chill will excuse you, but you still owe the full 5 years. You can't change your mind. You either finish or you don't. Survive 5 years, pocket the money or don't. The sea decides, would you take the deal?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can swim for 30 seconds. If it was longer than that, then maybe, but also for that amount of money, yeah. Without question, it's not like it's that hard to do it, especially if you know it's coming. Now, if it would be anything like you'd be if you didn't know when in the 24-hour period, and it could theoretically be at 2:45 a.m. when you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden you wake up sleeping and you're having to wake up and start paddling, that would be different. But if you just said at noon, you said noon every day, I could figure that out because that could be something that you could plan around to be, or 9 a.m. or something like that, knowing that you'd be safe in doing that. Yeah, without question.
Can we not? We not.
Okay. I saw this question in a reel and I found it interesting. Leroy. I can tread water at all. I can't tread water, Steven might be saying. So the 100 million would go to family after I've drowned. I'm sure Eli could do a lot with that, Steven. A lot. Can't tread water. You ready for a would you rather, Leroy?
Yes.
Would you rather take a dump on the actual United States Constitution or be the reason a random amendment to the Constitution gets repealed?
You're hurting me with this. You know that, right? I love my country, man.
I hate my country.
Go away.
No.
I guess I'll be the reason for a random appeal because I could never poop on the Constitution.
Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 27.
Here's a number between 1 and 27. It's 13.
Oh, you know what she said?
No, what was it? 14? It better not be 14.
It's 13, which is slavery. So Leroy has now legalized slavery once again. Good job, Leroy. Okay, let's find out which Paul's is. Alexa, volume 7.
He's going to get like 23 or something.
Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 27. 3 is Paul's. So I got to find out which one 3 is. 3 is quartering of soldiers.
So that means the military can just come in your house whenever they want to and stay there.
But Leroy getting slavery.
It's just such a of course it was slavery.
So I was listening to this and I just was like, okay, I'm just interested. So I asked mine to give it. And you know which one it gave me? 19. I don't know if you know what the 19th Amendment is.
Prohibition.
Women's right to vote.
Oh.
That's not what I need on my not need that.
That'll be good on your LinkedIn. That'll be fantastic. What'd you do for it?
Leroy is allowing slavery again. Leroy is allowing slavery again over taking a dump on the Constitution.
Sounds all right. Go see mommy.
What a question.
Drive me nuts.
Okay, you've got autographs, right?
I do. Let's get to
And
them.
we'll jump into some picks. Okay. Oh, that is not a great picture there. Okay, now it's starting to 24.
Sam transitioned and wanted to vote.
I tell you what, Paul, you're supposed to take shots at Leroy, not at me.
Listen, I've already given up on slavery, okay? Like, there's enough shots at me, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Leroy's bringing back slavery over just taking a dump on the Constitution.
Can we not say that out loud? Can we not say that?
This is going to be a reel now.
I'd like to keep my job, please.
It is a little hard to see. Is it RH?
It is not. I'm not sure where the H comes from. Oh, I know where the H comes from. It's RM.
Is this Deion Sanders? No.
It's not.
RM.
Yeah, there's an R right there and an M right there.
Is he number 24?
No, I think that's the year he came to the Falcons.
RM on the Falcons. I have no idea.
It's Raheem Morris, head coach.
Oh. So what's the 4K for?
Where do you see 4K?
Is that not a 4K below his name?
ATL.
Oh, it looks like 4K. I was thinking like 4,000 passing yards. Is John Harbaugh?
Yep.
Okay, that one's easy. I wonder who that is. Kevin Stefanski.
Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten the Raheem Morris one without question.
That's why I did that one first, because I knew if I did the other ones first, you'd be like, ah. By the way, the Raiders have like $60 million all locked up in coaches that aren't coaching their team.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Pretty darn funny. Pretty darn funny for sure. Alrighty. Time now for our pick contest for this week, as we've got quite a bit to pick for this week's games. First off, I got to put these in here. First off, though, we're going to pick the Cougar game of the week. Well, I first got to see, I think America is picking the Taylorville game, so I think it's just you on this one, Leroy.
Okay.
And you are going to be picking, I'm not going to do our Friday night game because the Cougs are going to win by probably 60.
Yeah.
So instead, on Monday, the Cougs, who have a record of 9-4, will take on the currently 10-3 Owensboro Catholic Aces at home. Owensboro Catholic will probably be 11-3, and Grayson County will probably be 10-4 going into that game. These two teams matched up in the regional quarterfinals last year. It was the Cougs that won that game. Leroy, you got the Cougs or you got the Aces? It's in the Cougar Den, so it is at home.
I'll go Aces to give you the win.
So Leroy is picking.
You are welcome.
Game. Yeah, it's about. Well, yeah, you do have quite terrible odds in picking these games. What's our Taylorville game of the week?
The Taylorville Tornadoes, who are 5 and where are they? 5 and 8. Taylorville's 5.
Stephen, yes, Stephen.
Taylorville's 5 and 7. They take on Effingham, who is 6 and 10.
Where?
The game is in Effingham.
Oh boy. I'll go with Taylorville. Why not? America, you're picking this one. Are you picking Taylorville or are you picking Effingham? They're like, aren't they the Flaming Hearts or something like that?
They are the Flaming Hearts. Good job.
Paul's picking Effingham. This is a decent rivalry, right?
Oh, they hate each other. The Effingham beat Taylorville one year, and Effingham grabbed their phones and like held pictures of like losers and then like nerds, and then like a couple of them had their record of 0-8 or whatever. Like they just, it's a horrible rivalry. They despise each other.
Effingham is America's pick for this one. Okay, rolling into the playoffs now. We'll do the college football playoffs first. Leroy, Indiana against Oregon.
Indiana.
Yeah, I can't believe it, but I agree. Indiana. Can you believe that? Like, if 2 years ago I would be saying, hey, Leroy, you're going to be picking Indiana to go to the college football championship.
I would have laughed at you. I would have laughed at you, my friend.
And not only you would have picked them, but it would have been like the correct pick.
Right.
Indiana is
it wouldn't have been a question. Yeah. It wouldn't have been a question, which is just mind-blowing for me. And the thing is, hold on a second. The thing that gets me is, I forgot to say, the other big tidbit is Northwestern hired Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator.
I laughed out loud when I saw it.
Other teams are seeing what Indiana is doing and saying, hey, if they can do it, so can we. This is throwing a monkey wrench into, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? Other teams should be trying to replicate the success of Indiana, right? Yeah. But other teams are seeing what Indiana is doing and saying, hey, if they can do it, so can we. So it's going to make things kind of interesting over the next 3 to 5 years over how this goes, as far as like what teams do to try to replicate the Indiana success.
Ole Miss against Miami. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. This is a 50-50 game, though, in my eyes.
By the way, Paul, was that you that asked about Max Scherzer? The Nationals owe him $15 million. The Mets owe him $30 million. The Rangers owe him $12.5 million. And the Blue Jays owe him $15.5 million. Scherzer is getting a ton of money from previous teams.
Vandy over. Wow. Vandy's good, Steven. Paul's taking Miami. Who are you taking?
Ole Miss.
Indiana versus Ole Miss for the national championship.
Again, it's a sentence I never thought I'd say ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Steven is picking Ole Miss. Ole Miss in the national championship in basketball would be weird. And Indiana in the national championship in basketball would be weird too.
I was talking about a matchup, right? If I just said, if I told you, hey, Ole Miss is playing Indiana, you would automatically, if I didn't say anything else, all I said was, hey, Ole Miss is taking on Indiana. The very first thought in your head would be basketball. It definitely would not be football.
See, honestly, I don't think it would be, because Indiana basketball has, but you got to think, Indiana basketball has never been relevant in my lifetime.
God, you're so young.
I mean, they haven't. I mean, that's just showing that they haven't been relevant in the last 30 plus years.
Yeah.
America. So we have one vote for Ole Miss, one vote for Miami. So it's a tie. So the tie goes to us. We both picked Ole Miss. So Ole Miss is America's pick for this one. Okay, jumping into the NFL playoffs now. Leroy, the Panthers and the Rams.
Rams.
I agree. Taking the Rams. Panthers are a fun story, but I'm going to take the Rams. America, let us know if you got the Panthers or the Rams. Wow, Vandy's up 8. Wow. Vandy's good. Unbelievable. It's a different era. I don't really want to talk much about basketball, though, Steven. It's rough right now. Paul's picking the Rams. Steven is also picking the Rams, so we're all in on the Rams. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to the Saturday night game. How's that sound? We'll make that one last. Make you stew over it a little bit longer. Bills at the Jags. I've been going back and forth on this one. I'm going to take the Bills.
There are a ton of quarterbacks in this playoff series that don't have playoff experience. Okay? You've got a ton of young Drake May, Caleb Williams, right? You've got Bryce Young. You've got a ton of Trevor Lawrence. You've got a ton of quarterbacks.
Trevor Lawrence has playoff experience.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. At least one game.
Regardless, you have a ton of quarterbacks who have either one game or no experience in the playoffs, which makes me lean on Josh Allen because Josh Allen has tons of playoff experience. He knows what to do. He knows how to win games. I'll go with Josh Allen and the Bills.
Leroy's picking the Bills. Steven went with the Bills. Paul went to the Jags, so it's a tie. Goes to us. We both picked the Bills. So Bills is America's pick. All righty. 49ers at Eagles. Leroy.
Interesting matchup. Didn't these guys play in the NFC Championship last year? Or was it the year before?
Year before. No, a couple of years ago.
He has a kid named Chandler Bing. Could I talk about basketball anymore? I'll go with boy.
Steven's going with the Eagles.
I'll go with San Francisco.
I do too. I'm picking the 49ers in this game. Paul, I genuinely will not be surprised if the Jags win. Genuinely will not be surprised. I think it's a 50-50 game.
I don't think there's a single team this year. Like previous years, we've had a team that we've gone, man, if they don't make the Super Bowl, it's Super Bowl or nothing. I don't think there's a team this year that I can say they're a sure bet to make it. You could find faults with almost every team and positives with every team this year.
49ers is America's pick because we had one vote Eagles, one vote Niners. We both went with the Niners. So everybody's going with that. I don't like that we have not differed on any of these picks yet.
But Sam, what do you? Is there any team that
no? It's wide open.
Yeah,
it's wide open.
I can't remember a year that we've had where it's been completely wide open like this.
Something tells me this is where we're going to differ. Chargers at the Patriots. I'll get us started here. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Where's the game at? New England?
Mm-hmm.
New England in January. I'll go Patriots.
Leroy is going to take the Pats. Chargers is one of my upset picks. I know Amari and Hampton might not play, but hardball.
I'm going to pull Sam and say it would not shock me if the Chargers win. Again, Drake May, first playoff experience.
Paul's picking the Patriots. Let's see where Steven will head here. If he'll go with me and have to open up the old coin flip, or if he will if he'll roll with Paul and pick the Pats. Defense in the run game for the Pats, yeah. I can go on and make this. Steven's going to pick the Patriots, so I'm the lone one on the Chargers there for that. So it's our first separation. Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Leroy, I don't think you have any shock as to where I'm going. Go Houston. Houston by 90.
What? But you're such a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Just like you love the Packers. Go Pack Go, right?
Yuck.
Who are you taking?
Texans.
Texans for Leroy. Texans for me.
Steelers don't even belong there.
America, who you got between those two squads? Steven going with the city near West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Will Paul do the same thing and make America differ? Got to make up some points somehow.
Sam, so we got blown out last night, 75-39, but it made it all worth it because I got some of this on the way home.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Texans is America's pick since Paul went with them. Alrighty, the Bears host the Green Bay Packers. Leroy, who wins?
So I have been betting on all of my fake games and all the stuff that I do bets on. I'm betting on the Packers. And the reason I bet on the Packers is either way I win. So if the Packers win, I make money. If the Bears win, I'm happy.
America's pick is Bears.
But in this case, in Chicago, in January, snow day.
Is it supposed to snow?
Oh, it's supposed to snow. My grandmother would kill me if I picked the team from up north, despite my best efforts. Bears by 100. Bear down, baby.
You've talked a lot about the inexperience in the playoffs, and Caleb Williams has none.
Correct.
And you mentioned the cold weather. The cold weather game.
Amazing in the fourth quarter.
Cold weather games. Caleb Williams, he's got that Southern California blood, doesn't he? How's he going to do with that? Not well. Jordan Love going to come back from injury. And Micah Parsons is actually going to have a bionic leg. You're going to be surprised by this.
He was walking around they were like, quickest recovery from ACL ever.
But I'm gonna take the Packers. I just think the inexperience of the Bears will come back to bite them, and the Packers win this game. So there we go. There's America's picks for this week. As you and America agree on every single pick, Leroy. How does that make you feel?
Terrified.
That also means that you can't make any points up on them.
I see that.
So maybe America, that's like a strategic thing for them. They're trying to make sure that they can stay ahead of you.
The thing is, and I'll say it, I'm all right with it. And for these games, I'll go with my gut, even if that means that I'm going with America, fine. But
Paul was opposite on several. You were, but rules are rules.
I'm trying to will it into existence, Sam.
I do want to make sure too, Paul. Glad to hear about your news too. I don't want to share it. It's not our business to share, but definitely rallying around you too, bud. We appreciate you for sure. And
way fastballs.
Yeah, he's got he throws hard, but good to hear that you got some positive news out of that. We look forward to meeting you here soon.
Or is it that you're just swinging that driver way too hard when you're golfing?
Yeah, something like that.
400 yard drives aren't going to save any holes, man.
Any credit to America's pick? Have any strategy is fake news. Yeah. Who made the right pick in Taylorville Effingham?
Yep. I don't know.
50-50?
50-50, I think, in this one. The thing is that I've said this before, we joke about the Packers-Bears, right? But if the Bears were 0-16 and the Packers were 16, that game was still to come down to the last play. It's the same thing for this Effingham Taylorville game. Two schools don't like each other. Taylorville's held the advantage over the last couple of years over Effingham. And it would not shock me if Taylorville won, but they have one quarter every game where they can't score. Mm-hmm. They have one quarter, and it'll be interesting to see if they can play all four quarters of basketball.
So Grayson on Saturday played a school. They won the game 91-43. In that game, I have never seen this before. They went 18 of 18 on 2-point shots. Did not miss a single two. 16 of 31 from three. They shot 69% from the field.
That's how I felt in last night's game against gosh, where did we go last night? Triad. I felt like Triad could have taken half-court shots and they would have gone in. There was nothing Triad could do wrong last night. They even had two guys that reached 1,000 points, and it was just like, all right, come on, let's go. Come on.
Grayson in the last week has had a kid get his 1,000th point, 500 rebound, another kid get his 2,000th point. So in the last week plus, it's been pretty cool. And it was funny. The one kid got
game I've ever done, man. Shortest post game I've ever done.
You saw the picture too of we've got our guy, Shotgun Lambert. He's had 3 threes in the last 2 games.
I've ever seen.
I don't know why you said that.
In a picture, man.
I don't know why you said that. But yeah, Shotgun Lambert, he had another 3 last night. Really good kid. And listen, this Cougar boys team's a lot of fun. Girls are struggling right now. They got a couple of big games to round out the week tomorrow and Friday, but the boys are.
For whatever reason, our athletic director has scheduled a ton of games on Saturday this year, and he scheduled a ton of girls, boys. Now I know that's how it's done down there. It's not done here this way. They've scheduled a ton of girls followed by boys games, and I'm not thrilled about it. I don't like it. I'd much rather have JV first, then varsity after. But they've done, for whatever reason, this year. They've never done it before, but this year they've done a ton of girls followed by boys games, and I'm super annoyed by it because it means I gotta leave really, really early for these games, and I'm just not a big fan of it.
Those are our Friday nights.
Hate it.
Friday we got it.
Hate it. Stop scheduling Saturday afternoon or evening games, and stop scheduling girls and boys games. And Jason Hadley, if you're watching, which you're not, but if you're watching.
This is accurate, Stephen. My bladder doesn't like the doubleheaders. Or on this past Saturday, we did 4 games in one day. And we did get to interview at the end of the final game, we got to interview the coach's son, Coach True, who is almost 2. And he's a big fan of Dam and Devon.
Yeah.
Dam and Devon are big fans. It was really funny. I walk into the gym yesterday and on Monday, and he's standing there. And he goes, I said, where's Steven at? And he looks at me and goes, gone. I was like, he left? It's like, where is Steven? Why did Steven leave? And I said, are you going to come do the game with me? And he goes, no. I was like, well, at least you're honest. At least you're honest.
No, they've been playing the JV on separate gyms. Like they take them to the junior high, and they play them over at the junior high. And it's really stupid, and I hate it. And Jason Hadley, if you're watching, love you, man. You're a great athletic director, but dislike the girls followed by boys games.
I'm sure your opinion means a lot to him.
Absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even watching, so it doesn't matter.
He's going to say your opinion can go in the circular bin.
Circular bin? Yeah, that's fine.
In there. Have a good rest of your week. Enjoy the playoffs. Good luck to your teams, and we'll see you next week. A lot more NFL talk and college football talk.
Bear down, baby.
Have a good week. Thanks for watching, everyone.